It's going to be Defect. Let's play Defect. Okay, we can get a card reward, which is useful for if you're like forced into a 4-fight route, but even then, not too useful, because we're a Defect, so we're pretty good at early hallway fights to begin with. Max HP plus 7, that's nice. A little strawberry. We could get a curse for a rare colorless card. The rare colorless card you're usually looking for is Hand of Greed, sometimes Apotheosis, sometimes Sadistic Nature, but usually Hand of Greed. And there's not too many rare colorless cards, there's only like 8 or something, so you have a pretty high chance of getting Hand of Greed. Or we could trade out. Trading out for your boss relic is a terrible idea for Defect because your starting relic is really good, and the rest of your deck doesn't work very well without it. So probably taking this one. We'll see what the pathing says. Maybe this. If we can't find a shop at all, we could take max HP or choose a card. There is an early shop, and it's on a pretty good route. 3 fights, a question mark, and a shop is pretty ideal. Only 2 fights in the act, or 2 elites in the act if we do that though. Is there any way to get 3? Yes, if we do this guy and then these 2, we get 3. Now that does have a shop here, so if the curse is like really minimal, we can take this line. I don't really like this line though, because we get shop elite shop, which is just weird and bad. It does have 3 fights and 2 question marks though, which is what you want before the first elite. I would like to see like a fire here. That would be that would make this route quite a bit better. Alright, well, let's see what the curse is and the rare card, I suppose. It was a Doubt. Doubt's not too bad. These are kind of yikes, though. These are the bottom of the barrel for colorless rare cards, unfortunately. So this is going to be a tough start. So we should probably just plan for 2 elites. So we're probably going on that left route. Probably Magnetism here. Magnetism is pretty good, especially when you get it upgraded, costing 1. Getting a random colorless card every turn. Magnetism is, I feel like, best in Ironclad, because random colorless cards very frequently exhaust, and you can build your exhaust synergy around Magnetism. It doesn't quite work as well on Defect. Chrysalis is kind of an option for Defect because Defect has probably the highest proportion of skills that do damage. It's got a lot of orb evoking skills and stuff, but not like a super high proportion. Maybe Silence Ire with the poison stuff. But Chrysalis is so bad against Gremlin Knob. It's unplayably terrible, and it continues to cost 2 even after you upgrade it, which is like really rough. Especially for an Act 1 card. Take Thinking Ahead just to take like a slight upgrade, but that puts us way behind. If we had like Havoc or something, if we were Defect, or if we were Ironclad, we could take Thinking Ahead and play a Havoc. But Defect doesn't have anything, I don't think, to play a card off the top of the deck. So there's not really any value from taking a card from your hand and putting it on top of the deck. It's good with Snecko Eye because you can randomize the cost of something again, but Thinking Ahead is not overall good with Snecko Eye because the card costs 0, and I'm not generally willing to pay like 2 or more for it. So I think it's Magnetism, but with a heavy helping of Disappointment. Alright, let's go get rid of that Doubt. Let's see where these land. Okay. And we can kill you, get a zap, do some damage to you, and get it weakened again by ourselves. This is lethal, right? Yeah, 16 plus 4 is 20. Okay. Yikes. Wow, this is a terrible start to a run. Just we got bad Neo options. The Neo option we did pick worked poorly, and then our floor 1 reward has no attacks. We're in big trouble here. I guess we take Cool-Headed? Oh my god. Okay, that's good. We take money, go to a shop. That's nice. Maybe this saves us. We got Chemical X. I talked about how good Chemical X is in Defect earlier. Although I did say that it was best in Silent, but it's Defect is second. Second is good. However, Chemical X is a very speculative pick, and we are a deck on the brink. Right? We got to get something good right now, or else we're going to lose. And Chemical X is not something good right now. It's something potentially good later. It's too speculative. So we need to do something else, I think. Ball Lightning is the kind of card I would love to pick on floor 1, and this is floor 3, which is kind of like floor 1. So we can take like a Ball Lightning Focus Pot card remove. That's the thing. We'll probably want to do the card remove because of the doubt. Okay, let's do that. We can't actually afford the Focus Pot. We're off by a little bit. So we can't do anything else. We're done. Okay. We could just like Magnetism defend this turn. Try to meme on him. If we're not meming, the line is probably Defend, Strike, Ball Lightning. Okay, the defend is happening either way. So it's Strike, Ball Lightning versus Magnetism. Strike, Ball Lightning does 16 damage now, and 3 damage per turn after this. It seems like that ends the fight way sooner than Magnetism. And Jawworm scales, so we need to end the fight soon. We could Cool-Headed Defend, which blocks out 75% chance of that, so I guess I'll try that. Great. Zap does 8 damage, which is more than 6, so we'll do that. Alright. Fearful. Oh my god, what is happening? Still no attacks. We could take a Chill. Chill is a skill, but it, oh, I guess it doesn't start innate. I was going to say I'm guaranteed to get it on turn 1, but that's not true. Hello World would help us supplement our damage, because a lot of common cards are damage cards. And White Noise is frequently really good in Defect, because you're looking for power synergy stuff. We don't currently have any power synergies. We have Magnetism. Very loud cat. Here, come here. Okay. Now we are holding that cat. Look at that. Cat emoji. So I don't actually. It's interesting that you're asking for a cat emoji. I didn't commission a cat emoji. That's a good point. I should have commissioned a coconut emoji. I did like one for. I did like basic emotion ones with the like little vegetable bread character, and one for raiding. But you're right. There should be a coconut emoji. I think the Magnetism probably tells us we're doing power synergy, right? Because Magnetism is itself a power, and it sometimes generates powers. I guess the only colorless power is Magnetism, so it just generates other copies of itself, which is kind of irritating, to be honest, because you rarely want to. But White Noise is like sometimes just game winning on its own. You're just like, oh well, White Noise for an Echo form. Fight over. Like, you should never pick Hello World over White Noise, because Hello World is like one of the worst outcomes from White Noise. White Noise is like almost strictly better than Hello World. So I guess we'll take White Noise. Although it's bad against Gremlin Nub. But I think we might just die to Gremlin Nub. There's not too much we can do about it. Let's break both of these lace. Ball Lightning kills the back one, Dual Cast kills the front one. Great. Second Ball Lightning is probably being picked. It's up against Claw, which I guess theoretically we could pick. There was a Scrape in that store, so maybe what we were supposed to do is pick Scrape and then get this Claw. Scrape's kind of bad by itself though, so I stand by my pick. Alright, it is Gremlin Nub. Alright. Yeah, I think Bias Cog is definitely happening. Let's see. He's doing 8 then 24, so he's doing 32 total. If we play Zap, he does try and kill us next turn. So it seems like we probably shouldn't do that. So I think we just Strike Pass. On the flip side, we're doing 12 damage at the end of this turn, and then 10 damage at the end of next turn, which is 22 total. Whereas if we zapped, we would do 18 damage at the end of this turn, and then 15 damage at the end of the next turn, which is 33. So we got an extra 11 damage out of that zap. If we do 33 damage, we have to do 26 to kill him. And if we get dual cast, that's 22. And we are like 80% to get dual cast. So if we get zap, we get lethal next turn unless we... Actually, we can't miss lethal. The lowest damage is Magnetism, 3 strikes and a Ball Lightning, but I'm pretty sure Ball Lightning double strike will also be lethal. Okay, so let's go for it. Thanks to that Bias Cog, I think we got him. Yeah, we definitely got him. Cool. Alright. Well, that was a fight we could have lost, but we won. That's neat. Do we take a third Ball Lightning? Maybe the way we win this run is we'll take a bunch of Ball Lightnings and then we find, like, Thunderstrike or something? Or, like, Electrodynamics? It's too bad there's no rare card here. I think going 3 fights and an elite without seeing any rare cards is like extremely improbable. And that did happen, right? We haven't seen any rare cards. I don't know what a Ball Lightning deck looks like exactly, but I guess this is a Ball Lightning deck. It's confusing. Alright, so we're gonna go here and I think rest. Feeling like I could just die to a random hallway fight, so let's try not to do that. Alright, we're just playing all the damage cards. Let's see where the orbs go first. Let them choose the target. I like killing Cultist better. He's gonna scale up, so we need to get rid of him. Is it finally time to play Magnetism? Magnetism Defend is a line here. Maybe we should have upgraded Magnetism at this campsite. Let's draw a card. Okay, it's a Ball Lightning. It was 2 of the 7 outcomes, so I should have expected that, I suppose. And then just Ball Lightning Defend, I think. Ooh, the orbs like killing the cultist, I think. They're on my side. Alright, we can play all the cards, so let's play this one first, see what it is. Okay. Yes, thank you, orbs. Alright. We only take 10 this turn. I guess we're blocking out with dual cast, so we'll play Magnetism. Maybe it'll help. Panache, how helpful. Alright, well, we have lethal despite you. I guess that Panache is another power that gets generated, so there you go. All zero cost stuff. Seems like a turbo is probably pretty good. We've had a lot of problems playing the Magnetism. We also have cool-headed for draw, so there's a lot of energy pressure on the deck. Seems like turbo is pretty good. Ooh, a Vajra. Okay. Try and dodge fights, and we get one anyway. I want to get that upgrade on Magnetism, but it doesn't look like it's in the cards. Because we're going to have to rest here. And then, probably rest again after the Elite. Unless we just, like, magically win against the Elite super easily. Alright. No guts, no glory, right? I think we'll go one more. Alright. Thanks, Scrappies. We have 4 energy, so we don't need a turbo. We are taking 11, though, which is startling. That is a lot of damage. Let's see. Does this attack potion ever do 15 damage? If it's Thunderstrike, it does 14. If it's... Oh wait, no. Thunderstrike does 16 because of Vajra. So we could attack potion and look for Thunderstrike. Meteor Strike, that's true. Meteor Strike does it. So is there 2 attacks? Let's see. Does Scrape ever do it? I think no. I think we have nothing. Yeah. Scrape doesn't do it. All for One also doesn't do it, right? Yep, All for One's short. Hyper Beam does it? No, wait, Hyper Beam doesn't do it. What's unupgraded Hyper Beam's damage? Because we lose some orb damage if we do that. Hyper Beam hits for 18, right? And then these would hit for 2, so we'd actually end up 1 short. Am I wrong about Hyper Beam? Yes, I am. It does 26. I was like, that seems too low for Hyper Beam. Yeah, Hyper Beam would definitely do it. Alright, there's enough answers there. I think saving 11 health is would be really good, so let's try it. Rip and Tear is 14. Oh wait, no, Rip and Tear is 16. Yeah, Rip and Tear does it. Okay, cool. Good job, Tag Potion. He's back! Ooh, there's the Electrodynamics. Okay, okay, we got a plan now. We have to take it over Consume, but that's fine. Alright, I think we're resting again, so that we don't die. Interesting. If we give it White Noise... Ooh, we could give it Magnetism. Yeah. Alright. Let's turn that frown upside down. Meow. Thanks, but no thanks. I'll take some max HP and a full heal. Alright, this is looking way better now. Get rid of that stupid Magnetism. Alright, and Ball Lightning does a ton of damage, so let's do that. Also, we're at full health, so we can afford to spend a little bit. To get lethal this turn. Alright, Blue Candle, Ancient Pot. Well, Ancient Pot is insane in defect because of Bias Cog. So that's usually something you want. Reinforced Body would have been really good with the Chemical X that we passed on. But I think passing on that Chemical X like got us to the end of Act 1. So I think that was a necessary component of our success so far. Heat Sinks. We do have a couple of powers. Got Electrodynamics and White Noise. Also, Turbo's kind of a power synergy card, I would say. It also works well with card draw. I think Reinforced Body. We haven't taken a defensive tool yet. because we've been so stressed just dealing damage. And Reinforced Body is an excellent defensive tool, so let's do that. Looks like we can take an upgrade here. But to what? Oh, I was really excited to upgrade that magnetism, but that's not happening, because that card's gone. So maybe White Noise? Oh wait, Cool-Headed. It should be Cool-Headed, right? Yeah, Cool-Headed's got a big upgrade. Okay. Alright, well, let's develop some orbs. And punch him. Max damage here is Electrodynamics dual cast. We probably want to split him next turn, so let's make sure we're not accidentally splitting him this turn. Yeah, I mean, you're right that Turbo's been underwhelming, but I think the main reason we took Turbo is because of the, whatchamacallit, the magnetism. We were like trying to actually be able to play magnetism before we knew we were getting Bonfire Spirits. But I think Turbo's going to come back to being good. Turbo's like usually good in like Act 3 or later. Sometimes at the end of Act 2. We have quite a bit of card draw with Cool-Headed Plus, and that's it. I don't know why I think that's quite a bit of card draw, but you know what? It's something that I thought. Okay, so I would like to do Electrodynamics Ball Lightning. It's really important to get Electrodynamics up before we split him. So can we play Electrodynamics Ball Lightning without splitting him this turn, is the question. So we're evoking 3 orbs, that's 24 damage, getting 9 damage at the end of the turn, that goes up to 35, and we're doing the damage from Ball Lightning. So we're doing 35 plus 8 is 43. If we do 43 damage, he does not split. He splits if we do 51 damage. So 43 sounds like a pretty good setup. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to finish him next turn. I guess we're doing 9 damage for free. So we will split him for sure. Actually, if we didn't do any damage, he would go to 76, which is pretty good. But we've got a pretty good split here, so I think we will take that and dodge the 38 damage, and potentially perfect the fight. Oh, these guys aren't attacking. Storm is useless. Cool-Headed does some damage right now, but it reduces my damage for next turn. So it does like 2 net damage. But I guess I'm not using my energy very efficiently right now, so I'll do it. Okay, so both are taking 6. I think 1 strike to each, so that each one takes 13 and goes from 38 to 25 and doesn't split. Yeah, that seems good. We're going to be weak for next turn. We're doing most of our damage from orbs, so they're both automatically splitting, so we don't care about their damage particularly. Max damage we can do is Zap Dual Strike, which I believe is lethal. Yeah, it's going to be 24 plus 3, 27. Okay. Perfect Slime Boss. That's nice. Definitely not where I thought I was a second ago. That Bonfire Spirits was huge. Bioscognition is usually the pick here. Is there any reason to believe we should take Creative AI? We have White Noise and Turbo. Those are kind of the cards that say pick Creative AI. But we have 3 copies of Ball Lightning and Electrodynamics, so those cards are a lot louder, and they say Bioscog. So I think we're taking Bioscog. We also have an Ancient Potion, so get to do some cheesy stuff. Is Potion of Capacity ever better than Attack Potion here? I think no, but not by much. Attack Potion gets you out of an emergency, and Potion of Capacity just like helps you snowball in a fight, but you don't like need potions to snowball in a fight. Inserter jumps right to the 4. We could take Sozu these potions are okay. We could try and take these to Act 3. Especially the Ancient Potion. And the extra energy would be useful, but we do have a turbo already, and we're not like... We don't have a tremendous amount of energy that we're trying to spend. We do have a reinforced body, so energy relics are good for that. I like Inserter quite a bit, though. Orb slots are a difficult resource to find, and we make really good use of them with the electrodynamics. So electrodynamics is our Act 2 plan, and Inserter plays into that. Pandora's Box is pretty scary here. I generally take Pandora's Box if I either have an egg. Eggs make Pandora's Box way, way better. Or if I have both offensive and defensive tools in reasonable quantities in the non-strike and defense. But my only defensive tool that's not a defend is Reinforced Body, and I guess Cool-Headed technically. So like, it would be really nice to like pick Pandora's Box and then get like 2 copies of Defrag and like a Glacier, right? But if that doesn't happen, then I could end up dying in Act 2 pretty easily. So I think we take the Inserter here. Alright, Champ again. We didn't reach him last time. I think we will this time. 200 money, so we can go to a shop. We don't have to. Kind of brutal early pathing here. I think we're probably going to go to this shop just because it's like it's got the 2 fights and the question marks we want. Act 2 question marks are really good, so we want to go to a bunch of them. And then we get to go to this elite after fire, which is nice. And we can optionally get a second elite. 2 elites is the best we're going to get this act. We could get 3 if we go on the right. But that requires us to go through 3 fights. 3 fights is not too bad. So we get 2 easy pool ones and then a hard pool one. Excuse me. This shop is pretty good though. If that shop has like a core surge, that's like something we're very interested in finding. Actually, shops are extremely good because the core surge is there, could be there. Panacea could be there. Ironically, Panacea could have been something we were getting pretty reliably out of the magnetism. We could also find orange pellets, which is insane with Biascog, or Clockwork Souvenir, which also helps us with the Biascog debuff. So there's a lot of options for this shop to be really good, so let's go on this path. We are sacrificing our chance at 3 elites, but getting the early shop is really good. Is there any way we get to 2 shops in the act? Yes, actually, we could go to this shop. So we've kind of got 2 chances to get a artifact, a recurring artifact. Alright, just want damage this turn. Electrodynamics does a little bit of damage and develops an orb. I think we're probably just going to White Noise Strike Defend, though. Hey, Defrag. Good to see you. Alright. There's Biascog. That's probably going to end the fight. Does Strike Cool-Headed do it? Yeah, I think it does. In fact, we could just end the turn right now. That ends the fight. Okay. Alright. Leap could be in the deck. We don't have very many defensive tools, as I talked about. Leap is not a great one, but it is a defensive tool. And it's fine. Prefer Leap Plus, obviously, but, you know. We just need, like, a way to block, like, Book of Stabbings, Big Attack, and stuff. Alright. Ooh, we did find orange pellets. Okay, great. Alright, so that's the whole idea now, is we're orange pelleting Biascog. So anything we can do to make Biascog happen sooner is good. We want to keep a nice balance of attacks and defense. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 skills, so we're a little bit behind on attacks. Also, White Noise is insane with Bias Cog because it's both a skill and a power. We could take the Flex Pot now that we have a reliable ancient potion, or a way of removing debuffs. We took the Storm to get an extra whatchamacallit, power that helps us purge debuffs. We don't really need Storm though. We've got a lot of lightning orbs without it. Barrage is both an attack that shores up the weakest half of our orange pellets combo, and also it's really good with Inserter, particularly later on, so we can be hitting for 40 just for one energy in boss fights. So Barrage is pretty good here. I think it's probably Barrage Cool-Headed. It's on sale, what can I say? Frost Orbs are also quite good with energy, or with focus. Apparitions. We lose a lot of current health, so I think we're probably turning down apparitions here. We've got another plan for blocking. It's like Frost Orbs and focus, so I think we say no thanks here. Aha, I already spent all my money. You can't have it. It's probably just Electrodynamics Reinforced Body here. So let's do that. Let's also try and spend the attack pot in this fight. Alright, hopefully we can cool-headed and draw Bias Cog. No. Are you Bias Cog? Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, Incense Burner is so nuts on Hexaghost. It actually, it doesn't line up perfectly, right? Because it's like, you can get Incense Burner to block the first multi-attack, but if you do, it's off by 1 for the second multi-attack. Which is weird, because, both Incense Burner and Hexaghost are, they're, 6-themed, but, when after Hexaghost does the big attack, he goes back to 0 fires, and then he does it again on 6, so it's actually 7 turns later that he attacks again. So you can't line it up for both, but if you're doing a good job, you don't need to line it up for the second one, because you're killing him. Okay, so we can't find Bias Cog, unless the attack potion finds it for us. Yeah, very nice. Ooh, Static Discharge is so good, especially with that combo. Rebound? Are we rebounding? Look at Doom and Gloom. Doom and Gloom does AoE damage, which is primarily what we're trying to do. Alright, let's Doom and Gloom. Do we want the Dark Orb in front or Lightning Orbs in front? I think this is Turbo's turn. So we're playing Doom and Gloom, 2 Ball Lightnings. Are we killing them both? Is that possible? So we're doing 11. Presumably we're evoking all these, so that's 24 AoE, so that's 35 AoE. That does sound like we're killing both, because then the Lightning Orbs are going to kill him. So it's 35 AoE. Yeah, I think we're killing both. Darn. That was fast. Neat. There's a Glacier. Tempest is also here, trying to tempt me. I think we need the Glacier though. Glacier's super good. Ritual Dagger. We might be able to extend fights to arbitrary lengths, since we have that Glacier, and we can get to, a lot of focus and a lot of Frost Orbs, so we can stretch fights out until Ritual Dagger procs. Or we can just take some money. I think we take the Ritual Dagger, partially because we want the attack. We just want to have, like, an attack that we can play to proc orange pellets. I mean, worst case scenario, it's 1 mana deal, 15 damage, so it's pretty much always good. We could take up Mega Elite now. Is that something we're going to survive? It's our only way of getting 3 elites in the act. We're pretty healthy. Okay, so it could be like Strength Book of Stabbing. It could be like Strength Slavers. It could be like... But it could be like, you know, like Plated Armor, Gremlin Leader, or like... I don't know. Other things. I think we're in decent shape. For a Mega Elite here. Not amazing shape though. I would hate to die in Act 2 again. Let's not try it. We're in pretty good shape for Act 4, and like Act 3, so we don't need to like stretch ourselves to the max here to try and get relics. I think we can be a little bit more conservative because of the orange pellets combo-y stuff. Not too conservative, obviously. We're not like, you know, we're not cakewalking our way there, but probably Bioscog. Bioscog is pretty important. Get that focus. Ooh, okay, what's next? We don't have 85 gold. I could see robbing him. We have Ancient Pot, so we can get rid of the Frail. We also have orange pellets. And I want that relic. Alright, give me your relic. Ooh, Preservation is like very worth it. Alright. Tiny book. Alright, so we need to play Bioscog, White Noise, and then an attack to purge the debuff. So let's do that. A free loop, you don't say. Alright, there's our first orange pellets of the run. We're doing 16 damage a turn. We could just block for 21 here. I don't hate that. Cool-Headed actually blocks for a ton too. Cool-Headed blocks for 7, so I guess that's the same block per energy, so I'll see another card. I don't want to take it too slow, but it's hard to imagine Strike being better than Reinforced Body. Okay, Cool-Headed again, blocks for a bunch. Oh yeah, I can just play them. I forgot I had Blue Candle. So I don't ever have to take the Frail if I don't want to. It looks like it probably doesn't matter here, because I think we're killing him next turn. So he's taking 24, then 48, so yeah, it literally doesn't matter at all. So I'll save the health. Ooh, we get a Ritual Dagger proc on him. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that's nice. So we get a bunch of energy manipulation or a creative AI. We don't really need creative AI. It does give us infinite fuel for orange pellets, which is always fun. And it lets us stack our focus sort of forever and not just to 5. Charge battery is a lot more pragmatic. I think we do go for creative AI. It's usually good, right? It's very slow, though. Nah, I think I'll just take the charge battery. I think we need effects like charge battery. Mostly for the block, but the energy is pretty useful, too. Okay, we have to be careful not to accidentally spend Wing Boots. Lizard Tail. Do we go take a extra elite? We're only at 30. We could take the elite and then jump back and go to a fire. And go to a fire and go there. We have preserved insects, so we're in pretty good shape for elites. We'd be saving one charge for Act 3. Act 3 can have some pretty awkward pathing, because we need to find the emerald key. But I think we do use 2 charges here, or at least 1. Do we ever die from 30? How much did we take to Book of Stabbing? We took like 15 damage against Book of Stabbing. We got set up pretty well, though. If it's Slavers, we most likely get a dagger proc. We have a lizard tail, too, so we can't, like, really die. I think we spend our resources pretty aggressively. Let's go for it. Alright, it is Slavers. Turn 1, Glacier Barrage is interesting. I guess Ball Lightning Strike Barrage is probably more damage. The Glacier blocks for 11. So if we Ball Lightning Strike Barrage, we do 8 plus 7 is 15, plus 10 is 25. So even with perfect RNG, we don't kill Red Slaver. Okay, so let's block them. I think this is going to be the Ancient Pot, too. Actually, we could find a combo next turn, in which case, what would be the point of that? Yeah, actually, we're drawing extra cards next turn, so we're pretty likely to find Biskog. So we'll just purge the debuff. We don't need to spend the Ancient Pot yet. Do we ever Ball Lightning over Barrage? Ball Lightning does 8, Barrage does 15, but Ball Lightning does 3 at the end of turn, so it does 11. But Barrage is all targeted. But if we get a Biskog combo next turn, the Ball Lightning is going to be hitting, or the Lightning Orb is going to be hitting really hard. I think we do play Ball Lightning over Barrage. I want to be able to kill this Slaver next turn, though. Even if we Barrage, though, I'm not sure if we can. He ends up at 21. That's a lot of damage. Alright, let's take the Orb, then. Alright, we got Electrodynamics Biskog, so that should put us in a good spot. Let's do this first, then... Oh, you know what? We don't have an attack, so we can't actually purge the debuffs, but we don't really care about purging the debuffs. We're just gonna end the fight before that matters. Like right now. Okay. Second turbo. Steam Barrier or Sunder. Steam Barrier is kind of nice. Helps you block until you get set up. Turbo has been good. We've got quite a bit of draw now. I keep saying that, and it keeps not being true. We've just got the 2 copies of Cool-Headed, and that's it. But we do have Centennial Puzzle, which feels like a lot of card draw. I think that's why I've been saying it. So Turbo helps on the Centennial Puzzle turn. I think we just pass these. I'm like Steam Barrier's good enough. I don't think Sunder's way off the charts. Bad. Turbo's kind of close, but no. Alright, we talked about using a charge to get back here. Is that still what we want to do? Yeah, so I think we have like rest twice, and then like maybe get an upgrade here. Okay. We probably want to get a whatchamacallit in this fight, a ritual dagger proc. Let's just play the Frail. Oh wait, if we play Frail, we draw a bunch of cards, which we don't want to do right now, so we can't do that. Alright, let's draw a card. It's probably going to be Turbo play the rest. Maybe we skip dual cast. Yeah, I guess we just skip dual cast and Turbo. Maybe I should have Ancient Potted the Frail. Oh wait, actually, yeah, I could have. So it looks like we're taking 9 here. That's a lot. Also, every skill we play is reducing the density of our other cards, which means proccing orange pellets is going to be harder and harder. We don't really need to proc orange pellets in this fight, though. Alright, so this does 20, so we can finish Cultist off after that. Or we could just do, like, Strike, Ritual Dagger, and then Barrage you for 20. We could actually barrage him for 25 with a Frost Orb. Alright, well if we're going to do that, we should Frost Orb first, because we might draw a Bias Cog. Okay, we didn't. And I think we'll play the Ball Lightning over the Strike. Defend or Barrage? Barrage hits for 25, and then we hit for 9 at the end of the turn. So he takes 34 damage. It's a lot of damage, but then we take 14. I think we need to protect ourselves a little bit. Okay, we can Bias Cog and purge debuffs, which is also going to purge the Hex, which is going to be really nice. So I think that's a Bias Cog, Ball Lightning, Reinforced Body. Okay, and then we can press E to win. Yeah. Third Cool-Headed seems like a lot of Cool-Headeds. We've got 4 Frost Orbs in the deck, from 2 from Cool-Headed, 2 from Glacier. So I think we're okay without the second Cool-Headed. Doom Gloom is solving a problem we've already got solved, and I think we're going to continue passing turbos for a little while. We might eventually want another one, but not right now. Alright, so we're going to go here and heal. Or rest. You don't call it healing in this game. Alright, got a Gremlin Leader. Very small gremlins. They're normally pretty small. Preserved Insect makes them very small. Let's go ahead and play the Shame to draw some cards. With the Centeno puzzle. I'm not very happy with this turn 1. It's a little bit better. Barrage with Akabiko is insane. And maybe if I remove like a bunch of attacks from this deck, we can get like a turn 1 100 damage Akabiko Barrage with 10 orb slots. I don't know how that's going to happen, but let's Cool-Headed. Okay. We could Cool-Headed again and still get Bias Cog if it comes. Let's see that. Nope, didn't get it. So we could do 39 damage with Barrage here. That sounds like the kind of plan you would have if you were going to leave both of the gremlins alive, which makes me pretty skeptical that it's a good plan. We probably want to kill one of them. These two aren't the scariest, though. As long as we think we're killing Gremlin Wizard before he goes off, which means in the next turn or two. Getting 39 damage into the leader is pretty nice. Alright, I'll do that. And then charge battery for next turn, or strike on Mad Gremlin. If we strike Mad Gremlin, we take 2 extra damage, which feels wrong. So I think just charge battery. Alright, Bioscog or Electro, please. There's Electro. I don't think we can skip Electrodynamics in this fight, especially not with Gremlin Wizard charging up for his attack next turn. So I think it's going to be like Electro, Glacier, Turbo, Reinforced Body. Okay, so we're taking like 10-ish. Oof. Still no Bioscog, that's rough. We could kill the Gremlin Wizard with the Ritual Dagger, but we could just double ball lightning him. Oh right, Electrodynamics. I forgot. Alright, let's see what's in here then. Oh, it is a Bioscog. Okay, well this purges debuffs, which is great. And then we can do that. Hopefully we can Ritual Dagger him. No, that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Maybe if we could draw a ton of cards next turn somehow. The OG Bioscog is here as well. Fight over. Okay, not too bad. Took 10. Got an Ancient Tea Set and a Energy Potion. I don't think Rebound or... Yeah. I would like to get Dagger, but like I think I was pretty clear when I picked it. I was like, we're not going to be able to get this in every fight, but like we'll get it a couple times, and even just one damage for 15. Like I mainly just picked it to be an attack. To do the Orange Pellets combo. Self-Repair helps proc Orange Pellets. I don't believe stalling for another turn was an option. It's possible that I was wrong. Because wasn't he at like 20 or something, and I had the lightning orbs would have killed them, but maybe I was wrong. Okay, so this rebound is an attack. Is there any reason rebound would be good? We could like rebound the reinforced body or glacier or something. Huh? Maybe I could have kept him alive. Yeah, obviously would say the Bioscog killed them. For some reason, I thought that was my last turn to kill him. I must have been wrong. Rebound is a good attack, right? Rebound is like a top tier floor 1 damage common, but like it's not good now. We would mainly be picking it just to purge debuffs. We haven't been having that much trouble purging debuffs, so I think we're gonna skip it. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attacks in a 27 card deck. So it's approximately a third of the cards already, so we don't need to take attacks just to take attacks. Alright, do we ever upgrade here? Seems like upgrading is really greedy. Could work though. What would we upgrade if we're gonna upgrade? Probably reinforced body? Maybe barrage? I mean, we're probably not gonna die, right? Because we have Lizard Tail. So we can afford to be a little bit aggressive on upgrades. And if we take a reinforced body upgrade, we're taking significantly less damage in the fight, right? So resting isn't like a pure health loss, or not resting isn't a pure health loss. Cool-headed also helps us set up combos. Let's take the cool-headed upgrade, I believe. Okay. Well, I guess we're just blocking this turn. Seems like we're blocking for enough. I'll keep Ritual Dagger in the deck. In case. We can combo this turn, so that's nice. We have to skip Electrodynamics, but Electrodynamics isn't super valuable. So it's going to be Bias Cog, and then Strike, and Charge Battery. Alright, it would be nice to purge debuffs again, but we can't. Unless we draw White Noise with Cool-Headed. We have 3, 6, 8 cards in hand, so Cool-Headed is safe. Okay, we didn't get it. We did get Glacier. Blocking for 21, 26, so we're only taking 1 damage. Probably should play the Frail. Get it out of the deck. This does 20 damage, that's quite a bit. This actually does 21 damage, so Ball Lightning is doing more than Barrage right now. We could also get a loop from the White Noise, which would mean we want the Frost Orb in front. Probably. I think I like to keep 3 Frost Orbs though. Those are doing a good job blocking. We could go for a 4th Frost Orb and go get White Noise and purge debuffs. He's going to debuff us again, actually, so I think I'd prefer to save White Noise for next turn so that we can remove the debuffs that we're about to get. Alright, let's see what we get. Electrodynamics, okay. I guess I'm not crazy about losing all my Frost Orbs. So I'll Electrodynamics first and then Cool-Headed. Okay. And then I guess Ball Lightning to finish the combo. Cool-Headed again. We're blocking for 14, so we don't need to block anymore. Barrage is doing a ton of damage now, doing 30 damage. So it has now outscaled Ball Lightning, I believe. Do we charge battery for next turn ever? We could get Reinforced Body or Electrodynamics next turn. We also have a Turbo though. We don't really need the block, so I think I'll just take the damage. Oh wait, we need to think about splitting him. He is already splitting. So he splits at 220, and we need. So if we do 33 damage to him, we split him, and we're currently doing 32. So we're actually perfectly not splitting him right now. We're leaving him at 21. So I guess we don't want to do any more damage this turn. So I will avoid doing damage. Alright, and now we want to do the most damage we can, which is going to be Ball Lightning, Electrodynamic Strike. Alright. I love Barrage. It never works for me, but I do love it. It's like one of my favorite cards. But it always gets me killed. It makes you chase like 7 different power vectors. This actually does do damage, but the rest of the cards don't do anything. Hello, B-Mod. How's it going? Alright, he's trying to execute us. We don't like that. Cool-Headed blocks for 7 damage per energy. Let's see, we're currently blocking for 21. So if we block for another 21, we're taking 2 damage. Which I think is probably the plan, unless we're killing him somehow. We're doing 32 damage from orbs. We can do, each of these does a pretty significant amount of damage. But I don't think enough that I'm going to take the life loss. I guess I could have considered energy butting out one of those. If I had, I could have killed him with Ritual Dagger maybe this turn. We're auto-blocking for 21, so this blocks out. Hitting him for 32. So this is not lethal. It seems like Champ is too dangerous to just try and string it along. So I will just go and throw the Ritual Dagger in there. There's a 14 million heart? What does that mean? I think Barrage kills him, right? No, not quite. But he is dead. How do you fight the heart if you don't get keys? Oh, you mean just like the top of the spire? I think 14 million is just the amount of damage that people have done to the heart total. It's like the total community score. But maybe that's not true. So it seems like if you kill him, then you'd be doing all of the damage that everyone's ever done. Thunderstrike? Surely not Thunderstrike, right? We do have a lot of lightning orb sources, but like it's very difficult to pull off orange pellets after you Thunderstrike, and like Fission makes it really good. Or makes the deck work way better. Fission plus Inserter is super good. It needs an upgrade really badly, but I think it's Fission. Helps you draw into Bioscog and stuff. Essence of Steel is probably a lot worse than... Well, it's a lot worse than Ancient Pot. I don't know about Energy Pot. Yeah, I think it is worse. Which is weird, because the game says that Essence of Steel is like one of the better potions. It's like supposed to be an uncommon potion or something. I do not understand that. Essence of Steel is like... It usually blocks for like 7. You're like, okay, great. Whereas other potions heal you for like 15 or something. Here's a Sacred Bark. We get 2 artifact charges. Frozen Core goes really well with Inserter for getting 1 million Frost Orbs. We have Blue Candle, so we can get rid of the Calling Bell Curse and get a couple of extra relics. I think these are all pickable. None of them are energy relics, which I would have appreciated. We don't have White Beast Statue, so no special value for the Sacred Bark. We have lots of lightning orbs, so the Cracked Core is super, super good. But I do really like Calling Bell as well. How do we still have a Shame in the deck? What happened there? Sometimes I do this thing where I go to a shop and then forget that I'm supposed to remove a curse, and then I have a curse. We could get like a Duvu Doll. Duvu Doll would give us 3 strength, which would scale crazily with our barrage. We could get like Data Disc, which would be amazing. We could get Old Coin. I don't know. There's lots of stuff you can get. Yeah, Frozen Core and Calling Bell are both really good. I do really like Blue Candle Centennial Puzzle interactions. That's like pretty useful. Oh, I hate Unceasing Tap. Good God, it's so bad. We do have Blue Candle, so if we got Medical Kit and some crazy energy manipulation, it's possible we could make Unceasing Tap work. Defect is definitely the class that's most capable of being like, oh, a late game pivot to Unceasing Tap. Okay, sure. But we'd need to remove a lot of strikes to make that happen. Yeah, we'll pick Calling Bell. Calling Bell's more fun than Frozen Core. Frozen Core is like probably better. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'll pick Calling Bell here. Dong. Got a Boot, a Kunai, and a Tori. Alright. These are bad. The Tori is probably the best one. Kunai I don't know if we're ever proccing. And even if we did, we don't really have block cards to pay it off. Boot is like famously one of the worst relics. Tori's okay, but it's really only good against the heart. And even then, like, not that good. Alright, we're against Time Lord. We're in pretty good shape against Time Lord. We have Lightning Orbs and Frost Orbs, so we can just press end turn and kill him after we're set up. We have to fight this guy. We have a Wing Boot charge remaining. Wow, a lot of late elites over here. We get 3 late elites. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Tori Tungsten Rod is sort of in the same like breath as Corruption Dead Branch, which is like, it's a combo that people get like really, really excited about, but actually doesn't do that much. It's like, yes, those things, like both Tori and Tungsten Rod are great, right? And they do interact with each other to make damages of 5 or less into 0 damage, but like, okay, Tungsten Rod by itself turns 5 damage into 4 damage, so that's, you know, it blocks multi-attacks, that's nice. And like, Tori turns 5 damage into 1 damage, so it's like, they kind of just continue to both doing the same thing. And like, okay, the heart still does 15 damage if you have Tori, right? That's 15 still kind of a lot of damage. You can die to 15 damage for sure, but like, Tungsten Rod blocking for 15 is not like, oh my god, what a absolutely insane relic. It's like, okay, that's what that does, sure. What is happening in the back half of this act? This is like, there's 4 elites in a row, just like right before the chest, and then it's like bam, 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 all elites. So I don't know what we're doing with the last Wing Boot charge. I think maybe we might need to like escape and go to this fire. Like maybe that's our like emergency plan. But I don't think we're too afraid of this path. We get 2 question marks in the middle, get a fire before the first elite, and then many, many elites later. But I don't think we need to like plan on using the Wing Boots, for example. Okay. So we can Ball Lightning Fission to try to draw a bunch of cards. So I guess let's see what those cards are. Great, we got a Bias Cog. We could draw more cards. We could draw 2 more cards. I think I like that. We've got 2 energy, so, or 3 more cards rather. So let's draw them. Alright, so that was net health positive. And we've already comboed, so we're clearly killing him before we shuffle. So let's just Ritual Dagger. Ooh, we procced Kunai. My goodness. Let's draw some cards, and I guess Charge Battery. So we're walking for 12, taking 11. It's kind of a lot of damage. Zap or Barrage? Barrage only does 10, Zap does 14 over 2 turns. So Zap. Alright, I think the fight's over. Core Surge. That goes with Biospy. We already have orange pellets, so we don't really need Core Surge. But it's also just an attack. Artifact charges are just good, too. They're particularly good against Time Lord. And that's our first boss. I think I'll take a Core Surge, sure. I think I'll take an attack potion over an energy potion. Been holding that energy potion for a long, long time. No longer. Alright, we've got some shapes. This is a great fight to try and get a Ritual Dagger proc. Let's get rid of this Shame and draw some more cards. Alright, we need to block for 23. I guess, or 24. We can block for 19 and get basically the same effect. So if we can block for... No, we can't do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to leap, and then he tries to hit us for 4 and hits us for 1, and then he hits us for 11. We'll spend the rest of the energy on attacking. I guess it's possible that both the orbs hit him, which would be nice. Almost. Electrodynamics is going to make it hard to proc Ritual Dagger. I guess it's up to 21, so if we draw it next turn, we just get it. We don't need it, though. We can just Ball Lightning Glacier to kill him. And set somebody else up to die, hopefully. Yeah, okay, cool. Sure, I'll play Hello World. Why not? I don't like this hand, so let's draw 5 cards. Or 6 cards, I suppose. No, 5 if I play the Cold Snap. Okay, Ritual Dagger's coming. Okay, we got him. Alright, Claw Plus. Ooh. Now there's a claw. Really sink your claws into that one. Capacitor's bad with Inserter. And we don't need to go for the As either. So we're skipping. We could go to a store, I suppose. I was assuming we'd go to the question mark, but I guess the store's better. By a little bit. We can remove that Frail. No medical kit here. Medical kit would have been really nice. Do charge battery or nothing. Do we ever play Mayhem? What is? Oh wait, we can't afford Mayhem. No point in thinking about that. Ooh, Cultist Potion could give us a lot of strength to go with our Barrage. That'd be fun. I don't think I'm holding a potion for that long, though. That's a long time from now. We actually don't really need the Ancient Potion. We've been holding it since Act 1, but, like, we're always able to proc our orange pellets, and even if we aren't, we have a Core Surge now. So we really don't need the Ancient Potion, but I am going to keep keeping it for a backup. I think we're done with this shot. We could take a self-repair, I guess, but no. Alright, Writhing Mass. We're into the hard pool now. Let's play White Noise, see what we get. Yeah, Hello World should help generate some block. I think we shouldn't play an attack. This is one of his lowest damage attacks, so I don't want to change his mind. you imagine how much scarier Writhing Mass would be if Lightning Orbs changed his intention? That would be nuts. We got a Streamline from our Hello World. It's not very helpful. Okay, so this is one of the higher damage attacks, so we can change his mind. We'll do that with the Corsage. Okay, we got the even higher damage attack. So I guess we change his mind again. I'll do that with a Strike to preserve the option of Ritual Dagger. Okay, now he's back to low damage. And we'll block some of it. We're also blocking a debuff. I think he debuffs you twice, yeah. So we're vulnerable. We could just block out here. Steam Barrier is a good pickup. I guess we don't have anything interesting to do other than blocking, so we'll just block. Okay, I think we're gonna Ball Lightning Fission, try and find the better stuff. Ouch, man. Maybe Hologram for Reinforced Body is what we need to do right now. Yeah, I think it is. Still getting hit for 8. Getting kind of beat up here. Okay, so we can combo here and get a Frost Orb. And change his mind, and hopefully he doesn't curse us. But I think we just have to hope. I'll Strike to preserve the option of Ritual Dagger. Looks like we're dying. Let's make the attack push and change his mind again. Lock on could be good in the fight. Maybe. Okay, now we're not dying. Great. Good job, attack push. You saved my life. Okay. So stack is good here. We can't draw cards. Electrodynamics doesn't do much, but it does develop some Lightning Orbs. So we'll probably like Leap, Defend, stack. Let's see, do we need that much? Yes, we do. So we're blocking for 7. He's hitting for 39, so we need to block for 32 more. That is a ton of block. I guess we can dual cast this Frost Orb. Then it feels like we're going backwards because we need more Frost Orbs. So let's see where we are after the Leap and Defend. So 14 plus 7 is 21. 21 versus 39 is a dead robot. Yeah, I think we should do it all. Alright, block out, but at high cost. We lose all of our orbs. We're going to need to change his mind from that. Okay, we survived that one. So I think we're going to leave him alone there. Oof, man. Going to 1. Wow, Glacier is so late. Where the hell are you, Glacier? Alright, well, we survived. Alright, he rolled a low damage attack and we finally found Glacier, so I think we made it. We're out of the woods here. We can Ball Lightning without splitting him, so let's do that. And Zap as well. Glacier does change his mind, and I think we probably don't want to change his mind. Yeah, because he's not currently killing us. He does debuff us again, which is irritating, but... Alright, finally found the Cool-Headed. Stack is in the first hand. Thank you very much, Stack. He's hitting us for 57, we're blocking for 21. It gives us a deficit of 36. Turbo Reinforced Body would currently block for 28. That is too low. Leap blocks for more per energy than Reinforced Body, so that's always getting played. Ball? Right, we can change his intention, yes. And we probably should. Okay, so let's ball lightning over strike. Yeah, okay, so now he's only attacking for 24 and we've already blocked out, which is nice. Cool. Okay. Glacier's here. We can't split him. We can't change his intention. I think Glacier Charge Spider is enough. Let's check. So it's going to be 5 Frost Orbs for 35 block. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, great. Alright, we've stabilized. Stabilized at 1. No, sir. I do not want your curse. Please stop offering. Okay. I don't really need to change his intention. The lightning orbs are doing all the damage. I will develop an extra one. We'll just let the lightning orbs kill him. Unless we can figure out a way for Ritual Dagger to kill him. Beam Cell, Streamline, Ritual Dagger is probably the max damage. So Streamline's going to do 24. Beam Cell does net 1. Then Streamline does net 20. So he's taken 21 damage and has 5 armor. So he's at 25 with 5 armor. So this would need to do 30 damage, which it does not do. Oh wait, we have Cold Snap too? That's even less damage. Let's see, can we streamline... Just streamline Ritual Dagger? Is that more? 16 plus 25 is 41. Not enough. We can't evoke a Lightning Orb. That won't help us. We can't get anything back from the discard pile. Oh wait, we can actually. So Hello World could generate a Hologram. And Hologram could kill him with Ritual Dagger next turn. Assuming these aren't killing him, and they aren't. So we'll just try and get it that way. Oh, they are killing him. Okay. Sure, whatever. Second Barrage. Barrage is good. It's good in the deck. Boy. What does our pathing look like? It seems like that's pretty important, given that we're at 1. Probably not fighting 4 elites in a row. Maybe we'd go, like, heal, heal, jump over here, fight the Mega Elite, dodge the other ones. That's the, like, wimpiest possible path. But it's also possible we, like, heal here and then we feel fine. Maybe we get bites. Oh, wait, no, this is Act 3. We can't get bites. I think probably none of these. Maybe Compile Driver. We're having trouble drawing enough cards. We're really, like, after the Centennial Puzzle is procced, the only way we draw cards is Cool-Headed. Which we have 2 copies of, and I guess Fission. But Fission goes away too after the first shuffle. So Compile Driver would be helpful for drawing extra cards. It would also be an attack, so it helps us keep our ratio good. Yeah, I guess I will take a Compile Driver. I'm not super excited about it, but... Alright, hopefully this question mark doesn't kill us. Falling is fine. Pretty happy to get rid of a Defend. I have not done any workouts today, and I have 2 left from yesterday, so I'm just like totally dropping the ball. Okay, so we're gonna rest here, obviously. So now I have 3 built up. Okay. We have to go here, because if we went anywhere else, we would not be able to reach the Mega Elite and get to Act 4. I'm gonna keep this fight and then go find Coconut. She's probably napping upstairs in a sunspot. That's what I would be doing if I were Coconut. So electrodynamics is probably happening. We can't. Oh, we can proc. Wait, there's no point in proccing. Debuffs. We're all playing Curse of the Bell to get more cards. We're probably also just being little kitties. This cat's name is Coconut. Coconut, say hi. Yeah, you could nap next to me. I think I'm too loud during streams. I think she doesn't disturb her napping. Because she'll nap up here on the pillow next to me when I'm working, but not as much when I'm streaming. Also, my wife's got a very excellent sunspot chair situation upstairs. Okay, so let's play this to draw some cards. Fission draws more cards. Play Electrodynamics and then Fission. Electrodynamics, Ball Lightning, Fission draws a ton of cards. Yeah, I do stand. Just walk up to my desk and start playing. Yeah, okay. These lightning orbs are only doing 3 damage, so I don't really care about them. Alright, draw even more cards. Okay, we didn't find it. I actually am a lot more productive at a standing desk in terms of work. I'm not sure what the deal is, but like if I can just like, if I'm at my keyboard and I can just like walk away and like mumble to myself about a problem I'm having, I like solve the problem much faster than if I'm like trapped in a chair. There's nothing in this hand we want to do. We like drew like 12 cards and none of them do anything. So I guess we end turn. Zap Compile Driver does 2. Let's do that. There's Bias Cog. You cheeky bastard. Okay. Second Electrodynamics, sure. Get some extra lightning orbs. Yeah, actually, I do. My feet do generally hurt now that I'm standing all the time. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that. That's I guess that's just how it works. I want to keep Glacier up for future rate, but I could just like double ball lightning strike and just go ham on him. We also get a dex if we do that. Dex for a reinforced body next turn seems fine. Seems pretty safe, is what I'm saying. Do a bunch of damage. Probably don't take any. Can we Ritual Dagger? Our max damage is going to be Barrage. You don't kick yourself. It's fine, but don't kick yourself. You'll get little scratches, okay? So this does 25, this does 12, this does 13. So that's slightly more than Core Surge. But clearly not enough to kill him with the Ritual Dagger. So I think we're just blocking for 24. Doesn't seem like enough. It seems like we're taking 11 if we do that. So maybe we play Cool-Headed? Should have played the Glacier next turn. I knew I was supposed to, but I didn't do it. Charge battery blocks for the same as reinforced body per energy, so. Alright, well now we have 2 Frost Orbs, and now we have 4 Frost Orbs. That seems like enough. Okay. Let's rotate orbs. That does more damage than striking, so. Alright, he's hitting for 45. We're blocking for 28. We get 3 more block if we evoke one of the orbs. 45 minus 28 is... oh my gosh. Some number. I have no idea. It's 2 plus 15, 17. So we can just block for 17 We could use these two to block for most of 17, and then use a Ball Lightning to hopefully set up for Ritual Dagger. Alright, this is our last turn to draw Ritual Dagger, right? Well, I guess we're only doing 16 damage. Okay, we got it. And it does exactly lethal. Great. It's too late for Genetic Algorithm. Even if we had an Echo form, floor 41 Genetic Algorithm is just too late. Consume's kind of interesting. We have an inserter, so Consume is infinite focus over a long enough time period. We never did take a creative AI, so we don't have infinite of anything. So I think I will take a Consume. Alright, that's probably the last card we're adding to the deck. And it does look like we need to do the rest and then go to the Mega Elite strategy. Unfortunately. The wimpy line. We could choose either of these two, it doesn't matter if we're going to have to do that. I'll just do it now. Less room for mistakes. No longer being frail would be nice, but I think I have to take the Sapphire Key. We do not have small chest, right? It's possible we could get a chest here, but I don't think the chance is... I think the chance is higher that we win Act 4 if we take Sapphire Key now, versus if we wait for another chest. Although I do really like Turnip. Turnip actually is not that relevant. It was more relevant when we had the curse that made us frail, which we no longer have because we removed it. But most of our block comes from Frost Orbs, so we don't really care about this. Okay, let's go get another key. Max HP Nemesis. Not too bad. Let's draw some cards. And, ooh, Bias Cog. Okay, so we have to use Ritual Dagger to proc Bias Cog here. Yeah, we do also remove debuffs, that's true. Although Frail is Frail and weak, you do lose some value even if you do remove them, because it's like you remove them, but in order to remove them, you already used like most of your energy for a turn, so you already were experiencing the effect of Frail for most of a turn. Alright, so Bias Cog first, and then I guess Consume is getting played too. And then Ritual Dagger to purge the debuffs. Okay. Well, that's a lot of focus for turn 1. 7 focus, I'll take it. We need to find a cool-headed. Glacier will do. Do we Compile Jar before Glacier, or do we Glacier Defend? Let's see, so we're going to be blocking for 27 with Orbs, and 7 with this card. So yeah, we're going to need the Defend as well. Almost got to that Torii range, but not quite. I think we're not doing Fission this turn anymore. We do have Boot, so this Barrage is going to do 5 damage whether he's intangible or not. I really need these Frost Orbs to stay here, though, so I'm not going to play Electrodynamics or Zap. Or Fission. But I will play White Noise, and I guess Storm, right? Yeah, there's no downside to Storm. And then Charge Fetter Barrage. Okay. Get some energy for next turn. Alright, this is always happening. Do we play Ball Lightnings? Maybe we could play 1 Ball Lightning. No, we're only blocking for 36. That's less than 45. So I think we're going to play it safe here. Just hit him with his own boot. He just keeps doing the little attack, but I'm afraid of the big one. That's what we're thinking about. Alright, so we're currently passively blocking for 45. Maybe we Fission now that we can Glacier to block? That seems ambitious. No, I don't think so. let's get a lightning orb in here. Makes me a little nervous that we're not doing any damage. Because eventually our hand is just going to be all burns, right? If we just wait forever. Apparently he's never going to do the big attack again, so maybe we just don't have to worry about that anymore. Consume is great. But now I guess I can't ball lightning. Without giving up 45 passive block. I would have gone down to 44. It's too low. Alright, here's the 45 damage attack. Alright, well he can't do it twice in a row, so we can develop some other types of orbs and kill him. Do I pick Symbiotic Virus? I think yes. So sometimes Symbiotic Virus has a downside, but I think this is not one of those times. We have a compile driver as well, and a, whatchamacallit, fission. Okay, Steam Barrier Stackle Cool-Headed. This would be our, what, 4th Cool-Headed? Get that collector bonus. Maybe this is only the 3rd one. Yeah, this is only the 3rd one. We've been struggling to find Frost Orbs a little bit, so I think we will take another Cool-Headed. 3 seems like a lot, but this is also a 30-card deck, so I think it's welcome. We've got to draw past those strikes somehow. Tesseract. Pretty sensitive about our health total here, so I think we're just going to take 1 card. Also, the deck is full. Panacea would be kind of nice, but we have so many sources of artifact, we don't really care. The bomb. No, I don't think we're taking any of these. Do we take an extra elite? We're pretty good at that Nemesis. I don't think we took any damage. Repromancer is quite a bit scarier. Repromancer, like, we really are depending on that electrodynamics. And if we don't get it, we might die. I think we don't take it. I think we do 2 question marks and then this elite. These question marks can heal us. That's a possible outcome. And we really need to optimize for that outcome, because this last fire has to be a recall, and we're at 30 right now, so we really need that health. We do have a lizard tail, so we're not like actually at 30, we're kind of actually at 80. Sorry, 70. But this doesn't look like it's healing us. Rare relics are cool, but we always take damage in this fight, right? I think if we want to optimize our Act 4 win rate, we say no. Aha! Heal the full. This is what I was talking about. 15 max HP is a thing, but we're probably never resting again. We might rest in Act 4, so it doesn't cost that much. Alright, a Giant Head. Ooh, we get turn 1 Bioscog. Giant Head is actually a pretty big test for this deck, because we don't really have a way to like scale up our damage a ton. We can't like play a bunch of cards and then play a bunch of attacks, because we don't like do that much damage with attacks. So this is going to be a bit of a grind. Bioscog is always getting played. Compile Driver is always getting played. Are there any powers that develop Frost Orbs? I think there aren't. But I guess we want to play White Noise and Turbo before we play Compile Driver for the slow triggers. Okay, we can take 3 damage. We can take 1 damage to draw 4 cards, or we could just draw 2 cards with this. I was kind of waiting to get a Frost Orb, so we could evoke more, but Consume is great. Let's play Fission. The 8 damage doesn't matter. Okay, so I guess it's going to be Consume, Defend, Ball Lightning. Alright, Glacier and Cool-Headed make me feel pretty good. I guess we need to do damage while the damage is good. So let's do a Strike Ball Lightning instead of Glacier. I just said the words instead of Glacier and like my skin crawled a little bit. It feels wrong. The strike is doing 8 damage. But we need to hurry up, or else he's gonna start smacking us. He outscales us, right? If we just like try and outblock him, because we do scale infinitely. We only get 2 focus per shuffle, and he gets 5 damage per attack. So yeah, he definitely outscales us. Okay, alright, let's go. Electro Barrage. It's only 2 cards. It's kind of the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing in this fight. I don't see anything better, so... Maximizing my boot procs. Got 6 boot procs that turn. That's how you win, right? Let's draw a card. Try and find some less awful stuff. Thanks for the follow, Jizzquicks. It's an awful name. I hate saying that. Why'd you do that to me? We're blocking for 27 passively. This blocks for 12. Seems like we need that. Maybe we do the attack pot here to get an extra slow trigger and then Ritual Dagger. We are going way too slow. He's gonna get us. Cold Snap is really nice. Beam Cell's pretty nice too, though. I think we'll do Cold Snap. Cold Snap sets up better for next turn. We got a 5-turn clock on him. We just have to survive 5 turns. What's that? That's impossible? Oh, shoot. Didn't realize that was going to be impossible. Leap is always happening. And then I guess it's Ball Lightning Barrage. Are we dying? I don't think we're dying yet. Oh, those don't even proc boot. Wow. Alright, max damage here is Strike Ball Lightning Dual Cast. It doesn't optimize for slow procs, but it optimizes for evokes. I guess evokes are doing 15 damage apiece, so that seems like the right thing to optimize for. So Strike does 7, Ball Lightning does 8, that's 15. We evoke this, it's 30. Yeah, that's lethal. Okay. Alright, we got there. Not, we gave up a lot of our Maui head health there. Not sure if that was correct. Maybe we should have gone on the other path. And not fought an elite. But whatever. We had Preserved Insect. It was a reasonable choice. Darkness Turbo Cool-Headed. I don't think we want another Cool-Headed. Although that would be collector bonus. That's something to consider. I feel like you usually don't go into Act 3 bosses so confident that you're going to lose, but this just does not feel like a winner to me. We might be able to scrape it out, but it's going to be tough. Okay. If we want to get a win, I think we need to buy a Skog on turn 1, so let's go look for it. Nope. He debuffs us, so we're gonna Ancient Pot and probably Core Surge. Reinforced Body blocks out if we give it at least 5 energy. Or I guess 4 energy and we take 2. That seems fine. And 2 becomes 1. I like that. So we can Core Surge, Ball Lightning, Reinforce Body. Now we take one, draw some cards. Still no Bias Cog. Bias Cog Waiting Room, Population, Twitch Gen. You're all in there. This draws 2 more cards. Okay. Alright, we got 7 left on the clock, so we have to decide if we want to exhaust the clock this turn or try and leave us enough cards that we can play Bias Cog and proc next turn. White Noise is definitely getting played if we're proccing the clock this turn. We have to leave at least 3 on the clock, which means we can play no more than 2 cards this turn. So if we play White Noise, we would play exactly White Noise and the power, or we would play White Noise and the power, and then like Turbo Glacier or something. I think I'm on the side of proccing the clock this turn. Maybe just Glacier, though. If we just Glacier, we block for 7 plus 6. 7 plus 6 is 13. He's hitting for 24. So that seems feels pretty short. Alright, so if we're playing 5 cards, it's going to be White Noise, the power, Glacier, Turbo Charge Battery. Oh, that's true. We do block for 5 more than I was expecting. Or than I was saying. So it's 13 plus 5 is 18 versus the 24. So we take 6, which is just over the Tori threshold. Thanks, Tori. Alright, let's see what this is. It's a loop. Well, loop is good. We're trying to focus scale, so it seems like we should play that. Purged the non-existent debuffs. So it's going to be Turbo Glacier Charge Battery to finish out the clock cycle. And we take 5, and it goes to 1. Haha. We don't have an attack. The nightmare is real. It can happen. Alright, well, that's okay. We're gonna just we're gonna take 1 focus damage, basically. Oh, we do an artifact. Oh my god, you're right. We have artifact. Finally, we used the artifact potion, and I was expecting it to just block the Time Eater debuffs, but apparently he only gives you 1 debuff, so we got to keep an artifact, and there we go. Okay, so this is always happening. Blocking for 21 currently. He's hitting for 30, so if we block for 9, we block out. We can Electrodynamics if we want to. It's kind of a waste of clock cycle, it just develops 1. Oh, I guess rotating the orbs is pretty significant, because it's the Frost Orb in front. But Inserter is not triggering this turn. Yeah, I do want the Frost Orb in front, so I'll do it. I guess Electrodynamics could have been used to purge debuffs later. Which I did not consider. Alright, we're already blocked for 7. If we consume these block for 9, that's 27 more. So 27 plus 7 is 34. That's exactly how much he's attacking for. I like it when numbers match up exactly. So I'm going to play that. And now I think we're just going to wait. We're going to wait until we have extra orb slots, and then we're going to fill those orbs with whatever we need to. And probably never proc the clock again. Alright, we're already blocked out. We'll go ahead and Ball Lightning, just to get another Lightning Orb. Stone Calendar's going to proc next turn. None of these help me. We've done it. We paused the Time Lord. It's time to press rewind on your reign of terror, Time Lord. Let's see, Ball Lightning is doing 8 plus 30, so 38 plus the 52. 38 plus 52 is 90. If we do 90 damage to him, he goes to 258, which is above his breaking point. I don't know why I really care about his breaking point, because he's gonna take some damage and then heal and then whatever. It's all the same to me. But I might as well speed it up a little bit. On the flip side, I could just take an extra Frost Orb, and then we're like more guaranteed that he never hurts us. Is it possible for him to hurt us? I think if we proc the clock, he just never can have hurt us. So we'll just press enter. Consume makes everything better. Alright, he is healing next turn. I will let him do it. Go for it, Time Lord. We're blocked out, so we don't care what he's doing. Also, we can't go through his armor. I guess we should develop some lightning orbs at some point. Huh, his damage increased. Why did his damage increase? I didn't proc his clock. So he is hitting for 45 now, and we are blocking for 44. Do we take 1 damage, or do we play Reinforced Body? I think we play Reinforced Body. Oh wait, what? Oh no, it's with Reinforced Body that we're blocking for that. Yeah, we could try to proc Ritual Dagger. I think it'd be pretty difficult for us to get to all Frost Orbs. Alright, let's get a couple of lightnings, speed this up a little bit. I don't got all day. We've got stuff to do, Time Lord. Put an extra Frost Orb in there. Alright. We can't Ritual Dagger him right now. I'd rather not proc his clock. Don't see any reason to do so. We're already blocked that out, right? 44 plus, yeah, we blocked 55, we're good. Alright, one more end turn should do it. We get to kill him with Barrage, right? Obviously. This is a Barrage deck, never forget. Okay. Don't need Deca. Ooh, we got a turn 1 proc. Yes, please. Okay. This and that. Proc the thing. Do we dual cast? No. I think we save dual cast, or we save lightning orbs for electrodynamics. We take a bunch of damage here, though. But we also draw some cards, so. Alright, there's electrodynamics. We're getting everything we wanted in this fight, right as soon as we wanted it. Is Electrodynamics Glacier good enough to block? The Glaciers are going to block for 7, so that's blocking for 14, 21, so we're still taking 9. We'll reinforce body blocks for less than that, so. I guess we could not play Electrodynamics, and just play like Glacier Cool-Headed White Noise. Pretty skeptical about not playing Electrodynamics, though. Seems like that's really important for this fight. So I think I'll just take a little bit of damage. Right, let's draw cards. That's a lot of ball lightnings. It's a lot of lightning orbs. It's Act 3. We don't really need that many lightning orbs anymore. I mean, Donu Deca. No, I don't think I'm gonna outscale them for one thing, because we're getting 2 focus per cycle, and like 2 focus is a lot of block, but it's not as much as Donu buffing them every turn or every other turn, and then both multi-attacking. So that's one thing, and then the other thing is, yeah, I mean, we scale up too, but that scaling stops when we hit 10. I don't know. I mean, you're right. We do scale up pretty well, but I do think we need it. I wish we had that fission upgraded. It would be nice to just evoke all these orbs right now, and then go get cool-headed and consume. That is not how this works. So I think this is happening, and that is happening. Alright, we can consume the new slot, and then cool-headed, evoking a Frost Orb and developing a Frost Orb. Seems reasonable, although we do draw a card with no energy. So we're a little bit sad if that card is White Noise, but I guess it can't be. I guess let's draw a card. Well, the strikes don't do anything. I'm a little bit afraid that they're actually going to out-plated armor my damage here. Okay, we're blocking for 27, he's hitting for 42. So I need another Frost Orb. I guess we're playing both of these, so which one first? I think the Lightning Orb first. Let's draw some more cards. Okay, so currently 12 plus 27 is 39, so we end up picking 1. So we can strike in Core Surge, get rid of his plated armor, and I guess get a Dex. Sorry, I've got cat hair in my mouse laser. And on my mousing surface, which is how it got there. Okay, if we Glacier, we block some. I guess we'll just play both. Yeah, because we're doing damage, but we're not doing damage to the plated armor, right? Because the damage is all coming from the lightning orbs. Can I get Ritual Dagger, please? If we consume, he dies. Do we want him to die? Or would we rather he not die? I think we want him to die. We can just try and Ritual Dagger eat Deca. Actually, he doesn't die. He survives at 1. We could dual cast and make him die, but let's see what's in here. Where are we on wanting him to die? We could also use the Explosive Potion if we didn't want the Void. We're not blocked out. Yeah, I think we want him to die. We also got a plated armor damage on Deca. Ritual Dagger was 1 turn too late. Okay, so we're blocking for 44. He's hitting for 48. So that's 1 damage. Alright, so if we barrage, it does damage to him, but not plated armor damage. I think we're just going to pause this for a second. Alright, so now we've outscaled his damage. He can't ever hurt us again, as long as we keep 5 Frost Orbs. And we can get through his plated armor here. Might be able to set up, call it Ritual Dagger here. Consume reduces our block from 44. Wait, why did I think we were blocked out? 44 is not a size 48. Oh wait, because it's 55. Okay, so it reduces my damage from my block from 55 to 13 times 4. 13 times 4 is 52. So it reduces my block by 3, but it's still enough. So sure, I'll do it. And this doesn't do anything. Okay, can we kill him with Ritual Dagger here? I think probably not. This does 25 damage and 3 plated armor damage, which is nice. So I'll go ahead and do it. And he doesn't die. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Almost. Actually, wait, with the explosive potion, I think it is. So 28 plus 7 is 35. 45, yep. Wow. That's definitely good enough for explosive potion, I think. I guess, yeah, fission could find a non-consumable way to do it. That's a good point. And it did. Oh wait, no, it's off by 1. But I guess we could draw another card. Right? Yeah, it's off by 1. Oh well. Pretty happy to use Explosive Potion to get a bigger Ritual Dagger. Don't mind that at all. Explosive Potion does 10 damage to either the heart or... yeah, where does it say he has 14 million? Oh, I guess he doesn't say it if you do Act 4. Right. 11 health or an upgrade? What would the upgrade be? Probably Consume. We're relying quite a bit on that scaling. Fission Plus would be really nice. That's true. Yeah, Fission. Everybody's saying Fission. Press F to pay respects for Herstaka's bad spelling. Herstaka. Yeah, Fission is a really good upgrade. I think the primary thing we've been using Fission for is to, like, find Bias Cog. And less so to, like, do crazy stuff once we've already got focus scaling. But it would make us a little bit less... it would make Fission a lot easier to play if we upgraded it. But I don't think that's worth 11 health. I think 11 health is actually pretty important here. I'll take the health. Alright. Shuriken's available. Let's go with our kunai. Frozen Eye is actually a really big deal. So we can know exactly what we're going to draw. Card remove is nice, but... the unfortunate thing with Frozen Eye is you kind of just, like, you know that you're going to lose. It's like, oh no, Bias Cog is the last card, right? It's like, there's nothing you can do about it. But you know it's going to happen. Capacitor, Turbo, Recursion, Sunder, and Bullseye. I think we're no on all those. Capacitor does make our orb slots fill up a little faster, which is theoretically kind of valuable. So we're probably going to take like 30 or like maybe 50 damage in the Spire Elites fight. I think our main objective is to stay alive and then survive Hearth's multi-attack and then let his big attack proc our Lizard Tail and then kill him. I don't know why I said any of that, but I think that's the plan, probably. We'll see how the Spire Elite shakes out, but I can't imagine we're taking any less than 30 damage. We can take Frozen Eye and 2 potions. That's not true. We can take Frozen Eye and 1 potion. That one potion is probably Attack Pot, because we could get like Meteor Strike, which is obviously insane. The problem with Frozen Eye is we don't have that much ability to, like, we don't have any ability to manipulate what we're drawing. We just have, like, some card draw. But I guess that lets us manipulate future turns. Alright. Let's take Frozen Eye. And is it Fire Potion or Attack Potion? Attack Potion could get us an extra Barrage, which could be really helpful. Or, like, Meteor Strike, obviously. I think it's Attack Potion. Alright, here we go. Active 4 elites. Oh, right, it also procs pellets. That's a great idea. I did not think about that. Okay, what do we got? We got Bias Cog fairly late. Bias Cog is 4 turns from now. Fission next turn. We don't have any card draw here. So there's going to be 2 burns, and then, like, defend, fission, ball lightning. So to set up for the fission, it's pretty important we get orbs this turn. Or at least an orb. So it's probably, like, White Noise, ball lightning, leap. Or maybe Glacier White Noise. I think White Noise is getting played either way, because White Noise is insane. And then if it's something we need to, if it's Bias Cog, basically we'll have to play ball lightning. It's defrag. The defrag is good. We also have 4 energy. I think I wasn't spending 4 energy in my plans. The Dark Orb is going to go on Spire Shield, but we can't kill Spire Shield right now, so we shouldn't turn around. If we go Electrodynamics, we do start hitting both with Lightning Orbs right away. We could Electrodynamics Ball Lightning Leap. That makes us block for 9 and take 1. But we don't develop the Frost Orbs for next turn. It doesn't really matter what orbs we develop for next turn, because we're playing Fission. So let's see. We're drawing these 3 cards, and then we're playing Fission and drawing 3 more cards. So we're drawing this Cool-Headed. That gets us a Turbo if we want it. So we end up, like, Defend, Charge Battery, Cool-Head. If we... I don't know if that's enough block for next turn. Seems pretty sketchy. Oh, actually, sorry, we're Centennial Puzzling. So when he hits us for 1, we draw these 3, and then we get burns, and then these 3. And then we can Fission to draw these 3, and then Coolhead draws up to a Sender's Bane. We're tearing through the deck pretty quick. That gives us probably Bias Cog the turn after. No, we don't have enough draw to get to it the turn after. We drop the Strike and then up to Core Surge. Almost there. Yeah, I think getting the Electrodynamics down is really good. And the Frost Orbs don't matter. It is a little bit sad to lose the Akabiko on Ball Lightning here, but not a huge deal. They go on top. That's one of the Ascension things. I think it's Ascension 18. They get upgraded to go on top. It's really annoying. Okay, I will take my 1 and draw my 3 cards now, please. Alright. So. Man, turn 2 of this fight is so brutal. So, something I didn't count on, I was thinking of drawing 3 cards with Fission, but we could draw 4 if we Cool-Headed and then Fission. A problem with that play is we have 3, 6, 8 cards in hand now. Cool-Headed would take us up to 9, so drawing 4 cards is not super helpful. We do get a Turbo, actually. We get a Turbo from the Cool-Headed, so we'll be able to clear out some hand room for the Fission. So do we want to do that? Okay, so Cool-Headed draws these 2, and then Turbo draws up to Zap. And then next turn we get these 5, and Cool-Headed almost gets to Bias Cog. We're 1 away. I don't think we can get there, though. I don't think there's any more card draw. Yeah, there's no more. Okay, so we just gotta focus on doing a good job this turn. And losing the Frost Orb from Cool-Headed I think is wrong. I think we need the block from that, the 3 block. I guess it's also possible that this is an orb card. Or I guess we could Ball Lightning before we fission. Yeah, maybe I should have taken the 4th Cool-Headed. It was offered. But that would also be a card in the way, because it would be an unupgraded Cool-Headed. I think we Ball Lightning and then Fission. It costs nothing and draws us an extra card. Does a little bit of damage. If we had Fission upgraded, this would do 36 AoE damage. 3, 6, 7, so we're safe to draw 4. Quote unquote safe. Let's Turbo and Cool-Headed. Trying these two. Probably want to dual cast that Frost Orb. So let's do that. Charge Battery is always getting played. I guess we're just playing all the rest of the cards because we've got enough energy. The strikes don't do anything, but I'll play them anyway. Oh, they do something. Crap. I should have ordered that turn slightly differently. I could have gotten 2 more block. There's the minimum 30 damage I was expecting to take. Alright, so Cool-Headed draws these 2. We could turn around with either Strike or Core Surge. Probably want to play Cool-Headed, Consume, Defend, Core Surge. Does this make us survive? It does, barely. If this attack is Cold Snap, we get 5 extra health. We have the Orange Paws lined up for next turn, and a Reinforced Body, which is nice. If it's Meteor Strike, we get 8 block. But we have to put the Meteor Strike on Spire Shield. I think we'll just be happy with surviving this turn. Okay. Maybe they give me Pantograph. Maybe that's how we win. Okay, so we have to do Bias Cog, Cool-Headed, and then either Ritual Dagger or Compile Driver. That's going to have us turning our back on Spire Shield and dying, right? So let's see what this is. It's another Compile Driver. Either Compile Driver gets me these 2 cards, which are useless. If Rip and Tear hits the Spear twice, we are nowhere close to killing him. We're dying here. Okay, so it's just the Lizard Tail going away. So I think we probably want to set it up so that Spire Spear takes the Lizard Tail and not Spire Shield. No, so you cannot. So cards that that exhaust and powers, which are kind of like cards that exhaust, except they don't go in the exhaust pile, can't get put on the top of the deck with Rebound. It tries to and fails because there's no card there. It's like, oh. Better luck next time. You lose the charge of Rebound, though. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We can Compile Driver, and then Compile Driver again, and then we'll see some cards that we don't know about currently. I guess we can Cool-Headed as well. I guess we'll Cool-Headed instead. Saving energy for Reinforced Body. This also shuffles. Alright, show me what you got. A Zap, and if we draw more, we get a Consume. Okay, so we're taking 24. We are blocking for 20. Yeah, so we can block him out. and then have Spire Spear split us. Yeah. Okay. Oh, he actually split us on the second attack. I didn't see that coming because we Tori'd the first one. I mean, I guess we're consume ball lightninging. There's not really much we can do this turn. We're not dying, I think. But whatever, we're pressing end turn either way, so. Okay. Technically alive, that's the best kind of alive. Alright, we could try and turn around and kill Spire Shield. He's actually at lower health than Spire Spear right now. We're getting 12 damage at the end of the turn. This is another 12 plus 7, so 24 plus 7 is 31. So we need to do 19 more damage. I mean, it'll be a close one against the Spire elites, but it's not going to be a close one against the Heart. The Heart's going to absolutely murder us. Actually, if we just survive this turn, we do have Stone Calendar going off next turn, which will kill Spear. It probably won't kill Shield because he's about to generate 99 block. I almost said let's draw some cards and see what we get. We know what we're going to get. We're going to get Charge Better. I think we block out this turn, right? Okay, let's turn around and see how much damage he's doing. Right, 40. We can block for another 14 with this, plus, so we get 28 plus 22 is 40. Yeah, so we survive. Next turn we're getting this stuff. We want Dual Cast to hit a Lightning Orb probably, which is good, because Lightning Orbs are in front. We have to strike him, I guess, which does do damage, so that's something. Where's Ritual Dagger? Next shuffle. I did my math wrong and overblocked by 10. I thought I was blocking exactly. So he's dying. We don't have to turn around. We can draw these two cards. Ouch, this turn looks tough. Oh, I should have played Glacier. Shoot. I meant to. I thought I had enough energy. Consume survives. Where is that Ritual Dagger? We've shuffled now. It's next turn if I draw a card. See, he's currently dying, so I'd have to do it right now. Actually, if I even play this card, he dies, so. Woohoo, we win. Ooh, Mango. Mango and a Fairy in a bottle? Oh my god, okay, alright. Maybe. That was a really good reward phase. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be good enough to beat the Heart, but it's something. It's a lot of health. I think that was probably the best possible reward phase now that I think about it. Mango's the most max health you can get from a relic, and then Fairy in a bottle. Since Lizard Tail was not available, Fairy in the bottle is also a ton of health. Yeah, we lost the Lizard Tail in the Spire Elite fight, the fight we just finished. None of these say draw on them. We're gonna have to draw really well against the Heart, but we can kill him if we draw really well. Self-repair is literally useless on this floor. Self-repair should never be offered on floor 55. It's 100% useless. No other combats will end. Stack plus? Nah. It's just another card that gets between me and Bias Cog. Okay. It's a power that can trigger Storm. That's fair. Okay, so where are you, Bias Cog? Oh my god, really? That's even worse. Oof. Alright, we're gonna need white noise. White noise is also at the bottom? My god. Are you kidding me? Dang. Maybe we kill him with a Dark Orb somehow? This is just silly. They shuffle in, but they don't cause your deck to be shuffle. No, no, those cards do not go on top. That would be absolutely insane. It'd be basically unbeatable. But yeah, I thought for a second you were implying that the heart shuffling cards in would actually cause the deck to be shuffled. And that would be really nice if that were true, but it's not true. They just get inserted randomly. Which is what you want in other contexts, right? When you put a card on top of your deck, you don't want the deck to get randomly shuffled by the heart. But this time, since I have Frozen Eye and I know the shuffle is bad, I would like to get shuffled. We have Glacier for next turn. Glacier and Fission Plus would have been really good. Do we try and consume Ball Lightning here? Or do we Charge Battery and consume? Well, is the energy from Charge Battery useful next turn? Getting 4 energy would let us do... let's see, we're going to have 3 orbs, so we're going to Fission, draw these 3. Yes, he does. I think that's an Ascension 19 change. Yeah, but you get hit for 2 each time. Yeah, it's not easy. We do have Barrage coming up, so if we can save our Akabiko for Barrage, we can make it do a bunch of damage. But we are consuming right now, so we're only going to have... I guess that's in 2 turns, so we'd go back to having 4 orb slots. Maybe we manipulate the Beat of the Heart to draw a card. So if we consume now, we draw 2 cards, and then we could Fission. Or, sorry, we draw 3 cards. Yeah, Tungsten Rod would be very useful. Tori is actually not useful against the Beat. It's only attack damage. But Tungsten does reduce it by 1. Tungsten applies to the loss of health, which is very confusing. I do not understand. Okay. So... what if we Charge Battery, consume? Then next turn we Fission to draw 5 cards. This is not gonna happen. Alright, let's do this. I think this is a reasonable line. I can sit here for an hour and talk myself into circles, trying to figure out exactly how the fight's gonna play out, but it's looks like it's happening. So we'll just start it off. Okay, we get Voided, probably next turn. If we Fission and... how are we blocking for 67? Okay, we're not blocking for 67. What we're going to do here is we're going to get ourselves... we're just going to let the Beat hit us until we're at, like, 1 health. And then the 67 is going to proc our Fairy Bottom. And so we're going to plan on blocking, not this turn, but next turn. So the first step in that is Fissioning to draw 5 cards, and then we Cool Head to draw 1 more. Not quite getting to that Compile Driver. Actually, we can get to the Compile Driver. If we play either Electrodynamics or Glacier, actually even Strike, if we play any of these cards first, then we take a Beat damage, draw 3 cards, and then we can Cool Headed to get 3 orbs, so that Fission does draw 3 cards. So we're drawing these 3, and then these... wait, Oh yeah, drawing these three, and then these three, and then Cool-Headed draws Compile Driver, and then Compile Driver can draw Void. Being able to draw Void intentionally is really nice, because we can draw it when we already have 0 energy. Okay. Alright. So we can draw Void with 0 energy at the end of the turn, and then the turn after that, we're drawing these 5, which are just god-awful. A curse, 2 statuses, and nothing else. But we do get to Cool-Headed into White Noise, and if White Noise gets us Bias Cog, then we can play Bias Cog and have 1 Frost Orb to block 3 times 15 damage. I don't think that's happening either. I guess we can leave ourselves with Frost Orbs at the end of this turn, I think. Okay, so we play one of these 2 to start with, and then Fission. Actually, if we play Electrodynamics, we get an extra draw, right? So we play Electrodynamics, we've got 3 orbs, we Fission. Okay, so we play Electrodynamics, draw these from the Cincinnati Puzzle. Play Fission, draw these 3, and then we play... Yeah, so we actually have to play exactly Electrodynamics. Okay, to get the max draw that we need to get to. What's this card called? Compile Driver. Does this obey hand size problems? 3, 6, 7, yes. I'm not sure why I thought Compile Driver would draw me 2 cards, because kind of out of orbs. I guess Glacier Compile Driver does draw 1 card, which is the Void, which ends the turn. So we play like Glacier Barrage Compile Driver. Yeah, Zap would draw us 2, and then we're drawing the Cool-Headed, and then and we want the Cool-Headed in the next draw to draw the Turbo and the White Noise. So we want to draw exactly 1, so we need to develop only Frost Orb, so we can't play Zap. So play Glacier, and then do whatever the max damage is, which I think is Barrage, yeah. So we did actually play Barrage first with the Akabika here, which is cool, I guess. Actually, Barrage is going to purge our debuffs, but we're currently weak, so it feels really weird to Barrage while we're weak, because this is our big damage thing, but it has to be the first attack or else it doesn't get Akabika. So, whatever. We did purge our Vulnerable, which is nice. Maybe I should have thought about trying to block for 45 instead of falling right to the Fairy in a Bottle. 67 was just such a big, scary number, I assumed it was Fairy in a Bottle. But maybe if we'd taken a different route, we could have, like, blocked here instead. But I think we're pretty committed to drawing the Void now. Okay. Alright, 2 times 15. It's only 30, so we are currently blocking that out, I believe. Because we're blocking for 12. Right, so let's draw the White Noise. Okay, so sorry, we're currently at 22, blocking for 16. 22 plus 16 is 38, so we're surviving at 8. So we can play no more than 3 cards, or else we die. So 2 of those cards are going to be White Noise and Power, presumably. We're still not even drawing Bias Cog next turn? I thought Bias Cog was next turn. I guess that we got wounds and stuff that separated the White Noise and Bias Cog. Lame. Alright. Please be Bias Cog? Electrodynamics. That's not helpful. Do we even play Electrodynamics? I guess it actually blocks right now. Yeah, so I think we do play it. Okay. This is minus 2 health, but we do 12 damage and get an artifact charge. That artifact charge is actually not going to land on Bias Cog, because he's going to debuff us next turn. But I guess dodging a debuff is pretty good. I think it's weak first versus the heart, which is kind of unfortunate. Maybe it's vulnerable first. I don't think it is, though. I think it's weak first. Okay. I guess he's not debuffing us. I think I was wrong. I think we ball lightning and then nothing. Get in a little bit of damage, set up for the Bias Cog to have an additional lightning orb to hit with. Alright, we've done 100 damage. We're 1/8 of the way there. Hooray. Okay, so how are we blocking for 47? I don't think we are. Our max block is like Bias Cog Cool-Headed Defend. Or wait, no, it's Bias Cog Cool-Headed Leap. Cool-Headed causes a shuffle, so maybe we get something better after Cool-Headed. Okay, let's see what it is. Ball lightning blocks, technically. Yeah, we're done. Okay. Well, I don't know. That's the heart. It was going to be a tough one no matter how we played it. I think we played it pretty close to correctly. But maybe we messed up the Spire Elite fight? I don't know. It was just going to be a challenge. Maybe the real challenge, maybe the real error was just like taking a bunch of cards. Once we got Bias Cog, we should have known that like we need to be like really aggressively removing strikes, which we didn't do. And like we took a bunch of ball lightnings. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. So like the other line would have delayed getting to Bias Cog, and I was assuming that we had to get to Bias Cog to win, but like maybe there was a line if we keep the Frost Orbs. I definitely failed to incorporate how much we were going to block for by removing the debuffs on the first big attack turn. I think it might have been possible to survive there without Fairy in a Bottle. But yeah, both of the Act 4 fights were like tremendously bad. Hey, Red Bitters Raiders, welcome. I was actually just about to end the stream, so I'll stick around for a second. I said I might do a speed run at the end, so you all can watch me fumble through an attempted speed run. But yeah, this run just ended. We were just talking about what happened, and what happened is Bias Cog was on the bottom of the deck twice against the Spire Elite and the Heart. So we chewed through a Lizard Tail and a Mango and a Fairy in a Bottle, and died. All right.